everybody. Well, hello everyone. Every two, every three. Not sure. Not sure how many of you there will be out there because I've just noticed it's 17 degrees. Ooh. I can't believe it.
Isn't that wonderful?
And he's just said to me, "What are we doing in here?" Well, we're here because we love you.
Yeah, we've got something planned, haven't we?
We love you all.
We've got something planned. Anyway, yeah. So
actually, I was going to say, look at the pair of us, like a couple of Toby jokes, aren't we?
Well, I've got an excuse. I've got my Ukraine outfit on, haven't I?
You have.
Yeah, my yellow
and I just dragged this out of the cupboard. Didn't have any idea what he was wearing. And then I looked at the pair of us and thought, what a pair.
Because we get dressed in separate dressing rooms, don't you know?
We do, yes.
Yes, we do.
I send him down to the other room to put his clobber on.
I don't blame you. I really don't blame you.
Now then,
we've
also got something else going on.
Oh, we have, haven't we?
Get this.
Yeah. So we've been both out to get new bins, as my dad would have called them. Anyway, so we were musing at this.
I've had to take mine off because I can't wear my glasses and my contact lenses at the same time.
Anyway, the thing is, I was, when you get new glasses, I only got them on Friday, so you're fiddling around, aren't you, for days afterwards, because you look different, completely different to what you've been wearing for the previous 3 years, in my case. And it suddenly occurred to me this morning, these glasses remind me of something, these ones, and they remind me of this. The pair on the top right, I think. Now put yours on again.
Mine.
Look, don't you agree? Yeah. I think what we've gone and done, we've gone and bought NHS specs, haven't we?
Except they cost an awful lot more.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Well, actually, should go over here. So, actually, I found a website, as I do, actually selling genuine 1950s and 1960s NHS spectacle frames for about 75 quid each.
Why would you buy those?
I don't know. Retro.
I had those when I was a kid and I hated wearing them.
Did you?
Yeah, I didn't like them at all.
I had them as well. How old were you when you got
10.
glasses? I was 10 as well. It was picked up in the medical. Prior to that, I think I've been through this before. Yeah. Prior to that, I thought I was looking at molecules. The fuzziness. Yeah. Anyway.
You thought you were special, didn't you?
It says a lot, doesn't it? I thought I was the only kid who could look at it at a subatomic level at school.
Shall we have a sup?
Let's have a sup. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody.
Hello. Oh, hello, Anita. And Philippa and Margaret. Oh, nice to know you there. Hello, Ros and Howard.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Nice to see you. What's going on here? Why can I not do that?
Oh, something's
happened. Oh, here we go. No, it's
Oh,
okay.
and Sandy.
Hiya, Sandy. And hi, Maureen.
17
17 degrees and so well.
That's great. Get your bikini on. Get out there.
Because
it'll probably be colder in summer.
Actually, I tell you what, it's colder in here than it is out there. But it always is, isn't it? Because of the war. Oh, Maureen's got a pair of round brown ones too. And my grandkids think they're brilliant. Oh. Yeah, well, these haven't been exposed to the grandchildren so far,
Not
have they?
yet. They'll probably wonder who you are.
They'll probably run a mile when they see me in
Because, of course, you broke your first pair in the lockdown, didn't you?
I did, on the first week of lockdown. You remember the first lockdown?
The first day, I think.
Years ago. Literally years ago. I broke them on the first week. I couldn't get them fixed because the opticians was closed.
So you got a new pair from China?
Yeah, I had to send away online to China because they don't do there's no measurements and stuff. So I was a bit like that for 2 years. But now, I think I'm recovering now.
Now then, signs of spring. We've been looking, signs of spring.
So we were doing signs of spring.
And Howard sent us some lovely pictures.
He sent us some lovely pictures, so here we go. These are Howard's signs of spring pictures.
Look at those lovely daffs.
I think these are taken at Castle Howard, aren't they?
Yeah.
That run up to the up to the Temple of the Four Winds or whatever.
That's the one, yeah.
And another one of another nice one.
It's a great show,
Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's I don't know what that bush is,
I
but
think it's rhododendrons.
Nice. Is it? All right, okay. And this one?
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Isn't
I'm not sure if they were all the same place.
I think they were. I think they were similar. Yeah. They were nearby anyway.
Oh, Sandy said she had NHS frames. They were awful.
Yeah, especially the bit that went around the back of your ears because it twanged. Remember when I was at school, kids would come up behind you and twang them.
Would they?
Because they'd bend right up and then wallop right on the back of your ear roll.
I didn't have those. I had the black plastic ones. I looked like Nana Muscuri.
And then when I was about 20, I went and bought a pair of NHS round ones, specially because John Lennon wore them.
Yeah.
And I had blue tints, and I bought a tin of Humbrol enamel paint and painted on the gold frames, painted blue, the gold frames. Because this was at the height of flower power, you see. I thought it was ever so cool. After about 3 weeks, all the paint started peeling off, so it looked really awful. There we go. Anyway. Yeah.
A bargain basement.
So you didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't.
You didn't see the things come out every time.
They do.
That Ruth didn't know
frequently
know anything
do.
about.
They frequently
Okay,
do.
anyway, that was my secret.
Right, shall we sing?
Let's do one. Yeah, let's. So the first song is going to be "Don't Bring Lulu," number 20 in the songbook.
Yep, it's definitely
So sort
number
of
20.
vaguely 1920s, isn't it? So we just.
It's
check
definitely
something.
1920s.
Yeah, it is. Yes. I'm the one being vague.
I'm just going to move the
Right. Okay. Are you ready?
hymn order.
Yes.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Right. Sing up then.
Hope
everybody.
you're ready.
Do sing up. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go. You can bring Pearl, she's a darn nice girl, but don't bring Lulu. You can bring Rose with the turned up nose, but don't bring Lulu. Lulu always wants to do what we boys don't want her to. Every time she starts around, London Bridge is falling down. You can bring cake, fillets of steak, but don't bring Lulu. Lulu gets blue and she goes cuckoo like the clock up on the shelf. She's the kind of smarty who breaks up every party. Hullabaloo, don't bring Lulu, I'll bring her myself. You can bring Nan, bring her old man, but don't bring Lulu. You can bring Tess with a no and yes, but don't bring Lulu. Lulu has the reddest hair, redder here and redder there. How can we boys keep our head? Bulls go wild when racy red. You can bring peas and crackers and cheese, but don't bring Lulu. Give her 2 beers and she bursts in tears, throws cups off the shelf. When she loves with feeling, the boys all hit the ceiling. Hullabaloo, don't bring Lulu, she'll come by herself. Oh dear.
Well, that one gets carried away, doesn't it?
A little
It's like
bit,
a
yeah,
steam train.
I tell you what though, funny thing about song words, I've known people to have a couple of beers in my time, obviously.
Not you, like.
But I've never known anyone throwing cups off the shelf after a couple of beers. What is that about?
I don't
Throwing
know.
cups off the shelf.
Oh,
That's-
when we sing that one, it always reminds me of Lulu, not Lulu, Lucy, that's it.
Lucille Ball, because
Lucille
of the red
Ball.
hair.
Yeah, that's
redder
right.
here and
I
redder
always have
there.
that image coming into
Well,
my
I've
head.
actually got a little picture from the Roaring Twenties, because this was a big song in the show The Roaring Twenties in the 60s, which starred Dorothy Provine. There she is. Now I found another
It's
picture.
not a name I know, actually.
Yeah, she was the one who sang the song, and she was in the show there.
Yeah.
But I found another picture, because there are parallels between then and now, because we've just gone or in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
In the 1920s, they'd just gone through the Spanish flu pandemic.
course
And I
they
found
had.
this picture from about 1923. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
People were literally wearing face masks. They weren't FFP2 masks by any means.
They look very similar, don't they?
Yeah, but they were...
Wow.
How interesting that they thought it didn't matter about covering the chin, because our masks these days cover the chins and chins. Sorry,
Well,
Freudian slip there.
In my
Cover the
case,
chin.
Definitely.
But they didn't. It was like a little sort of thing,
Like a beak.
Yeah, like a nose bag, wasn't
Well,
it
you
really?
know what? I was watching, I think it was Look North the other day, and there was this lady who was celebrating her 106th birthday.
Now that is something,
and I just
isn't it?
thought all the things that she'd been through, because obviously she was born in 1916, and apparently her father, so she had survived the sinking of the Lusitania, so it was even
Wow.
amazing that she came
Oh, that's
to
right.
be.
She wouldn't have been born if her dad had not survived
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's amazing.
But if you think about it, she'd been through 2 pandemics
Yeah.
and 2 world wars.
I know.
And all the other changes. Utterly
I think we
amazing.
could
And she was
say
full of life.
She was a survivor, wasn't she?
Oh, she was more than
Yeah.
that. She was enjoying
Yeah. It
life.
was a really, really nice
Amazing.
item.
It was
Really nice
lovely.
item.
Oh.
Anyway, Ros and Howard, you're listening in the car on the way back from sunny Whitby.
Oh, we're honoured. Thank you.
Hope you were singing while driving. I bet you were. Boring.
Oh, yeah, there are more verses, definitely.
I said that to you just before we
didn't
came
you?
on, and I said,
Yeah.
there are tons of verses.
I've
to
only
that.
got 2 here.
No, we've only in 2 in front of you. You only sing what you've got in front of you, Ruth. That's right, isn't it?
That's true.
Now then, we've got a little film from the archives. It's from the BBC, and it's. Do you remember we were talking about That's Life the other week? And
yeah.
how Esther Ranson and all the rest of them, and how Harold Williamson used to talk to children on. It's better than it sounds, these days. Anyway, but he used to talk to children. Anyway, this is children on the subject of religion.
Is there a heaven?
Yes, I think so. And I think it must be just the right climate with lots of tall trees, and I don't think it's the same colour. It would be very nice there, and I don't think the people are solid. I think they're kind of transparent, and they live in lots of colourful houses with no servants, just to prove that they're self-dependent. I think that there's no such place as heaven or hell, because if there was, why don't we see souls, as they say, rising up to heaven or hell? Because if you're good, people say you go to heaven. If you're bad, you go to hell. But I don't think if you can. Well, I agree with her, because if they say God is all around us, with all these satellites and rockets going up above in the air, then they would have to go through him or something like that. So I don't really believe there is a heaven or a hell.
My favourite Bible story is Noah's Ark.
Can you tell me about it?
Yes.
Yes.
What happened?
They built a big boat. Noah built a big boat with all the animals. And when all the animals got in, it started to pour with rain. And it poured and poured for 40 days and 40 nights.
What about Adam and Eve and Noah's Ark and walking on the water, Jesus walking on the water?
I think that science still proves that wrong.
Which one?
Well, that's Adam and Eve, because it says that the world started, I think this is, that something broke off the planet or something, and it cooled, and there was an atmosphere formed around it, and dust formed on the outside of it, and then life began out of little tiny things.
And there was no Adam and Eve?
No, I just think that was a kind of fiction story that was made up.
Well, why did Noah build the ark in the first place?
Because he didn't want all the animals to get flooded away.
Well, how many animals did he put on?
Oh, I don't know. But I know he sent them in by twos.
By twos?
Yes. I don't know how many animals.
Why did he send the animals in by twos?
Because the plank was only big enough for two. And the doorway.
Do you know what God is like?
Yes, a bit. Well, he has a white cloak round him, and his shoes has 2 straps, and his toes are sticking out. He has a spear and 2 hands, and no face, and 2 legs.
He has no face. Why has he no face?
Because it's a spirit. And they bumped into a rock. Yes. And then he sent one of the birds out to see them. And it came back with a leaf. It didn't bring a leaf back. No, the first bird did bring a leaf. It didn't. It didn't.
Who's right?
I am. It didn't. He sent 3 birds out. No, the first one didn't bring anything back. The first one didn't bring anything back. I know, I've heard the story more times than you. I've heard it about 20 times at Sunday school.
Do you two ever sing hymns?
Yes.
Who do you sing them to?
God.
Have you got a favourite one?
Yes.
What is it?
Robin in the Rain. That's a song. No. Gentle Jesus.
Which one?
Gentle Jesus.
Do you think you can sing it for us now?
Yes.
Go on then.
Gentle Jesus, meek and mild, look upon a little child. Pity my simplicity, suffer me to come to thee.
Do you think God would like that one?
Yes.
The way you sing it?
Yes.
I thought that was really nice. They were so delightful, weren't they?
Aren't they?
My favourite bit was about the plank. You know, why did the animals go in 2 by 2? Because the plank was only wide enough for 2 to go. That's just lovely, isn't it?
The way the kid looked at the interviewer when he said, well, does God have a face? No, it's a spirit. Silly.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Yeah. Iris says that the children are so delightful. They were, weren't they? They really were.
Definitely.
And the 2 girls singing at the end, it was lovely, wasn't it?
Delightful.
Yeah, they're really nice. Anyway, right, so shall we have another song?
Yeah, so we thought this one might be appropriate.
Okay, under the circumstances. So this
Memories are made of this.
Memories are made of this. And it's not in the book, obviously. No. It is in one of the books, not this particular one. So I'll put the words up so you can, hopefully you can join in. So just bear with. And I'll just tee that up. Should have done that while we were...
I did ask you if all your buttons were in order.
Yeah, I know I did. No, okay.
Yeah,
right, are you ready
I
then?
knew I'd catch you out.
Yeah, no, you're always going to catch me out, Ruth. Are we ready?
Are you ready?
Okay, let's go. Wolf. Take one fresh and tender kiss, and one stolen night of bliss. One girl, one boy, some grief, some joy. Memories are made of this. Don't forget the small moonbeam, folded lightly with a dream. Your lips and mine, 2 sips of wine. Memories are made of this. Then as the wedding bells, one house where lovers dwell, 3 little kids for the flavor. Stare carefully through the days, see how the flavor stays. These are the dreams you will savor, with some blessings from above. Serve it generously with love. One man, one wife, one love through life. Memories are made of this. Memories are made of this. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that one.
I like that one.
Yes, it was. That was a swaying and rhythmic song, Iris. It really was. And it was Dean Martin. I've got a picture of Dean.
Just the right word, swaying.
Mr. Dean Martin. Yeah, there we go. But I didn't know, what I didn't know is this lady is Deanna Martin.
Oh.
That's Dean Martin's daughter.
Yeah.
And she's in her late 70s now, but she was quite a well-known singer in America. And she also sang that on records. She had a recording career of it in her own right.
Oh, wow.
Probably helped the fact that Dean Martin was her dad, perhaps, but she still had a successful career. Oh. Yeah, she really did. There we are. So
there we go. Another of Neil's factoids.
Another one, yeah. I just want to just go back a step because we missed this comment from Orange. Lovely children who said exactly what they believed.
Yeah.
The world seems a changed place. Yeah, that's right. Oh. Yeah, God is love, and these kids were lovely. They really were. They really were.
We've watched a few of those, and actually, one of them was quite interesting because I can't remember what the subject matter was now. The future. That's right.
Yes.
These children were all asked about what they thought.
This was in 1966, wasn't it?
Yeah, what the future was going to be, and they were so negative.
Yeah.
It was really.
They were actually asked what they thought life would be like in the year 2000.
Yeah.
And they all said computers will have taken over, there won't be enough jobs for anyone, and there'd be war, didn't they?
And that there'd be a lot of people.
Yeah.
I suppose in some respects they were right, but they were very down, weren't they?
We were surprised watching it. We thought it would be sort of a bit more whimsical, but it wasn't. It was very, very hard,
Door.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so enough of that. So.
So we thought we'll not show you that.
No, we won't. Because it upset us too
We're
much,
monitoring your viewing.
Yeah, exactly. So it's time for Sarah Sings, isn't it?
It is. Great. I
where
love
are
this
we?
bit.
Come on then, Sarah. Where are you? There you go, Sarah.
Oh.
Hi all, and welcome to another episode of Sarah Sings. I've got a different song for you today. I hope you enjoy it and I hope you can join in. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Yeah. Lonely river sigh, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Whoa, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. To me.
Oh,
Thanks,
you, Sarah.
Wow, what a range that song has, right to the top and right to the
Yeah.
bottom. Wow. Yeah, and I think Irish, you're right. I think Sarah really did look as if she was enjoying singing that song. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Just enjoyment.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
You've
just
got to
having a bit of
enjoy
fun,
it.
isn't it?
Absolutely.
Nothing wrong with that. That's lovely.
So now, the next little bit that we're going to do is, if you remember the Hungate Centre, we were part of the campaign to save it, and we went along to have a look to see what it's looking like on the inside now, because it's being used. People and organisations are making bookings with Kavka, and one of the ladies that we took along with us to have a look inside is Daphne. And Daphne used to run the lunch club in Pickering. She hadn't been out of the house for quite a long time, so this is the first time she was able to see what it was like. And I just took a few minutes of film while we were there.
It's only short, isn't it?
So we thought you might just like to have a little look at it.
It was the first time anybody, when any of us had been in since before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Well, we've had to remove the hot cupboard that was on the top because it's got a button missing, so it was dangerous when we were pat testing. So we're trying to get a replacement, but I don't know if we'll be able to.
Lovely.
But
Just have a look around the corner, Neely.
Now then, I'm filming. I hope you don't mind. This is a momentous occasion.
Lovely. Good.
Oh.
Looks very tidy,
Yeah, we haven't decorated much. We've done the cupboards and we've cleaned them. They were a bit damp inside.
I'm sure.
We are going to give it all a coat of paint.
Yeah.
We've cleaned all the upholstery cleaned on these.
Lovely.
And the other chairs, the ones with arms, we've had them reupholstered in grey.
Good.
So it'll probably be a sort of grey and purple theme throughout.
Well, you can only do a bit at a time, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a few works outside to do.
Yeah.
And some repairs.
Generally, I think it's reasonable.
Yeah, pretty
That's
good.
good.
Yeah.
Because you just wonder, don't you, after a
Absolutely.
while.
Well, it'd been left a while, so it certainly smelled damp, but it was
It's
lovely.
It is more or less, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're going to hopefully get the funding to get solar panels on the roof, so
Oh,
it will
lovely.
generate its own electricity, which
Oh, that would be better. Yeah, that's good, isn't
mean we
it?
can offer it cheaply.
Yeah.
It was a really cold day.
Oh,
That
yeah.
day, wasn't it? It really was.
Anyway, so there's plans afoot to make it even
Yeah.
better, and it's ready for use, and we're really pleased.
The thing
that-
is, it's clearly being refurbished, and as you might have picked up on that bit of film, there was a dog barking there. It was Mel's dog.
Are we on this camera?
Yeah, on this camera. Mel's dog was woofing away, wasn't it? But they've reupholstered the chairs and what have you,
Yeah.
and they've got plans for the centre,
Yeah.
which is lovely to think that it's still going to be with the community.
and it's still very cheap to hire.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Anyway,
Right, okay, so we
we got
couldn't...
that picture of the four of us.
I have, yeah. So we took our masks off briefly and had a picture of the four of us
Oh,
there,
yeah.
and that was really
I
a really
think-
nice moment.
I
Actually,
think that's the dream team.
yeah, it was a nice moment. Really. I think it was a nice moment for Daphne because
Yeah.
she'd spent literally over a quarter of a century providing lunches for older folks in Pickering, and she was obviously so pleased that it's been saved. So that was a nice coda to our week, wasn't it?
It
actually?
really was.
Anyway, so we couldn't leave you without another very short, about 15 seconds, of a dog doing something stupid. And if you've ever had the window cleaners been round, and the next thing you see when you look out of the window is this. Obviously, for some reason, this dog wants to lick that window as hard as he can. Oh, it's a tasty window. That is such a tasty window. Thank you very, very much. Lovely,
Or not.
yeah, isn't it? That's just not what you want to see.
No, it isn't. I
Anyway.
literally cleaned my back door yesterday, and it's now full of smears again.
It's basically where the wet nose
Oh,
goes
yeah.
on the glass, isn't it?
So, yeah,
I think most people see that, yeah, that's
with
right.
a dog. Yeah.
Anyway, so just briefly before we go, just pick up a Iris, their memory.
Oh,
That was at the lovely the centre save. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll send love to Daphne
we will.
Maureen.
We're going to take her again.
Yeah, we
sometime
are.
soon.
Yeah, when it's a bit further down track.
And hopefully, we're working on having a session there in July.
Yeah, all being
A
well.
live session with real people. Anyway, we'll let you go.
Anyway, take
Thanks
care.
for being with us.
Yep, and see you next week.
week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.